Hello everyone, welcome to the reading, and today we are doing a quirky tongue and cheek reading where we are asking, why the hell am I still single? There's nothing wrong with you that you're single, obviously, and there's nothing wrong with you if you don't want to be single. And there is nothing wrong with you if you don't mind remaining single and your choice is sacred and intuitively correct. However, let's just have a little peek at possible reasons of why you are still single. And what would be your ideal situation, what you have been getting, and how you would recognize that you are about not to be single. Who would be this person, the special one for you, the next new beginning, so to say. All right, so we have three options from left to right: brown rabbit, pink rabbit, and white rabbit. And I'm gonna pick cards that would signify your love life. So let's choose our card. Option 1, option 2, 3. Take a moment, concentrate, and whichever one is looking at you, just pick that one without even thinking twice. And we shall begin. I will just put these aside. We start with the option number 1. So why the hell are you still single? Option 1. Okay, let's have a look. The moon. Okay, the moon means it means that we don't know what it means. So obviously you are like, why am I still single? Obviously, not obviously. It's a little play of light and shadow. You don't know what it is lurking in the darkness, yet you kind of can see. So your love life and the status of being single is puzzling you. And maybe you have like this vision, this vision of how it should be, but it's not what it is. It's never what you kind of understand, and that makes you feel confused. Also, you've been longing for that special someone for quite some time, and your sentimentality, your sentimental movement inside of you has been really like up and down in these cycles. And you either really enjoy being alone and single, and other times you wish there was that person who you would share your life with. Is there codependency on these states? Well, shall find out. So let's get more info on this moon. 8 of Swords reverse, the Devil reverse, 7 of Pentacles. Yes, definitely you have been waiting. You had to remove some mental blocks and let go of toxicity in your life, whether it's people or their influence, or maybe you don't want to go too superficially about things. You really want something of the substance. That's why you have been waiting on the right candidate. And the Devil reverse means maybe you were hurt in the past by people who just, you give them an inch and they take a mile. So now you are like always on the alert, like, is this person gonna screw me over? So maybe that's why you want to remain your own person and not be involved with this messy shenanigans. However, you have put some effort into understanding what exactly makes you satisfied, and you're like poking and trying and probing and testing the waters. Okay, so what would be your ideal situation here? The ideal situation for option 1. What would be that ideal situation, ideal person? King of Cups reversed. 6 of Swords reversed. 2 of Swords. Do you even believe that there is such thing as an ideal situation? I guess not. They have been this longing, but what are you really longing for? Like, are you longing for someone with the King of Cups reverse who would be your emotional sort of not a punching bag, but your well, where you put all your emotions towards, and you would be exchanging these emotions with each other through thick and thin, like total emotional availability. That's what you are really seeking here, where you could be okay not being okay with each other. And that is the level of vulnerability that not every one of us is gonna even consider, like on the early stages of dating, unless you really speak up about it. And there has been some hesitation of whether you will be fully accepted for who you are. And with the 6 of Swords in reverse means that you always fluctuate between the two states of being in control and being sort of this weeping mess on the inside. How would that other person react? You pretty much just want someone who will give you the benefit of the doubt when it comes to expressing yourself and your emotions and your states and how you feel about things, how strongly, and pretty much just being there for you no matter what. Yes, and the Ace of Cups confirms that. You happily will share your love with someone who is full of of feeling of life, who is not afraid to face their emotional body and the challenges that come through that changeability. Like, though, you want someone flexible, okay? Someone flexible who could give you an insight into your own being through this reflection. Okay, you can bounce off each other. It's like two actors on stage who have to, match each other's levels so that the performance will string a chord with the audience. So you have this expectation of like full mutual reciprocity and resonance with your ideal partner. Okay, so what you have been getting? All right, let's just see what you've been getting. You've been getting, and we're gonna like sort of see what's the story here that will help us understand why the hell are you still single. I've been single for ages, I remember, so I know the feeling, trust me. And now I'm married. Goodness gracious. It all changes, sometimes in the most weirdest ways. Okay, so what you've been getting? 8 of Cups. A lot of cups in your reading, number 1. 8 of Cups. The Hanged Man. And the Magician. So you've been getting something. You would be the one who would put the fire out, okay? You would be the one who would say, yes, okay, look at me all pretty here in a red dress, but look, I am walking away from you, even though you could be whatever, like you could be something, but I'm walking away because I am not going to sacrifice myself for something that is not true to myself. So that is why you maybe have been waiting for the right person, because you have what it takes to really go above and beyond for someone, but you haven't been really you have been maybe very flexible with allowing new opportunities in, and you feel like you deserve a lot more than what you were having. Even though it was good, it was okay, it was good enough, but for you, you wanted more of that unity, more of that truthfulness, more of that core similarity. With the Magician reverse means that maybe you also could be walking away from something that reminds you of insincerity, or something that was just like too good to be true, and then you still had to walk away from that. Even though with the Hanged Man you allowed some time for it to ripen, but no, it didn't. It was all just blah blah blah, and you were like, okay, I got it, bye. Okay. The Chariot. It just was not it. It just was not it. And that's what you've been getting. You've been getting something that looks okay, could be okay, but it was not it. Because you can intuitively understand, intuitively see, you cannot be, put in a state where you are fooled by something. Definitely not. The moon is not the fool. The moon is like when you actually have so much going on, but you want to know whether it is a safe place for you or not. So it's like you didn't feel safe, and that's why you left. Makes sense. Okay. So how would you know next time around what would be the signs of what to look out for in your next within your next encounter with someone who you might think, maybe this is it. Let's see, what would you be looking out for? Nine of Wands, Seven of Cups reverse, Queen of Swords reverse, Knight of Pentacles reverse. You would not be really rushing anything, and the whole thing will be very it will not be like that Magician reverse. It will be really not like that, like wah wah wah, here I am, let the show begin. No. It will be very slow, steady, maybe a little bit guarded, maybe there will be some make believe, but it will be more sort of from the place of protection, where you're kind of in this dungeon and all doors are locked, and someone needs to really knock hard for you to even consider opening the door. So that would be probably the exchange here. And with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, you'll be taking your sweet time. Queen of Swords reverse means that maybe do not be so harsh in your judgments. You still would want to preserve that tender place, while with the Queen of Swords it could be a little bit like jittery and neurotic. So you would see that it's not going to be how it was before, where you had to bend over backwards to fit into someone's picture. Here it will be more like, you know what you want, and kind of like very cautious, like a deer out of the woods going to the pond. Okay, and also it goes the other way as well. The person might give off these vibes for you where they are like, I don't want to mess around. I'm really like preserving my sacred space, blah, 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 all these things. Okay, well, what would be the advice for you? Number one. Five of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. With this state of being single, you got so used to it that it's kind of like became your second nature, and you have like these ups and downs, whether you want to really like burn the bridge and start something fresh and new, but you're kind of like afraid to be hurt. On the other hand, because you are like this cautious now, that kind of makes you like sort of sense a little bit of a bitterness and insecurity. Here it's because the ego is involved, okay? But when we find the spiritual gift of any life stage, what is that actually makes you, you know, get up every morning? Like, what is that thing? And how are you allowing this state to actually invigorate you, to make you even more passionate about your goals? So this is what Five of Pentacles says. It's like you could be, you know, on a material plane, you could be like this. This is like just a card, but I'm like saying, like this no clothing lady who is like wandering around with one eye closed, one eye open, like disheveled and tired and hungry and cold. But the spiritual side, like sort of like this church, I mean, I'm not meaning like church is spiritual, but this is just a kind of a signification of this on this card, that there's always something more. There's always something bigger, something more, something higher. And whether you like it or not, this is another lesson in transcending this state. If you ever felt down by being single, the advice here is to just keep on walking through and keep keep your spirit, your soul nourished through all of this. Don't let the shadows of doubt and insecurity win over. And that would be the reading for option 1. I appreciate you being here, and if this reading has resonated, subscribe and press a like button. It's a second of your time and really helps the channel. And share if you feel like someone else might benefit from this video. I appreciate your time and hope to see you in the next video. Option number 2. So we have a Wheel of Fortune reverse. So it looks like to me you have been having just a low period where you probably didn't even want to go out there and be seen. Because Wheel of Fortune is always spinning, and when it's reversed, it just means that, oh, this is the period when things are slowing down a little bit. The luck maybe is, you know, not really on your side, and you are just like, okay, well, this is bigger than me, beyond me. I cannot really control, you know, how other people perceive me or what they think about me. So you kind of just understand that there are bigger forces at play. So this is so far the vibe I'm getting. Let's just clarify a little bit more. 6 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, 9 of Coins, Pentacles, coins. Yeah, you've been happy by yourself. There is a little bit of that feeling where, oh, I wish I did this way, or I wish that this turned out this other way. You kind of sort of toss and turn the past and kind of look at it from different perspectives, and this is this lingering feeling of just like, what can I do now? Like, there's nothing can be done now. 6 of Coins means that you are pretty generous when it comes to relationship, but you also do not want to be like the martyr, like the one who keeps on giving, and then there's nothing, like you have a lot to give, with the 9 of Coins here, you have a lot to give, but you really want something back, you really do want something back. And then maybe you didn't get it back and you're like feeling, damn it, regrets. So, let's see what would be your ideal situation for number 2. Your ideal scenario, ideal person. We'll see what the cards have to say. Page of Swords, reverse. Knight of Pentacles, reverse. Queen of Swords, reverse. The Moon. Interesting. The same cards that were in the previous reading. Your ideal situation will be no BS. Like, no. You are a very pragmatic person and you want things to make sense. You still can feel the feels and all that, but you don't want to be used, okay? You want to keep your peace and you want to keep your wallet intact. You want to keep your head, your mental health is the most important thing, and you pretty much don't mind anything else as long as the other person does not display any any pathologies in their mental health. That's it. Very straightforward. Let's see what else. What would be the ideal situation and the person for you? King of Wands reversed. 8 of Swords reversed. 9 of Cups reversed. Again, the same theme. King of Wands in reverse is like this, the guy from the movie called American Psycho, who was like putting all this face cream on and looking at himself in the mirror, the CEO, millions of dollars, so full of himself. And you are like, that probably was shiny on the surface, but what is the substance? So you definitely know what you do not want, and that kind of defines your ideal situation, because you know what you don't want. You don't want someone who is like so over the moon with themselves, like God's gift, and you like here in this they pretty much like giving you their little coin, and you're like this like ghost down there, like, oh, thank you for shining your light on me. So you definitely don't want that. And the regret probably was because you actually have the stuff going for you already, so why were you even in that position, like from the beginning? Okay. Even if these people they kind of looked like they could give you the goods, but all they were doing was serving themselves. So you definitely do not want someone who just is so egotistical. Interesting. All right. Well, so what you've been getting? What have you been getting? Why the hell are you still single? What have you been getting? The Temperance, 8 of Wands in reverse. You've been getting nothing. Nothing. A lot of contemplation. And 6 of Cups. Magician. There has been an intense, enormous, gigantic past experience that you have been coming to terms with. Maybe lack of discernment on your part, not separating the truth from the lie, and now you're looking at it from like this detached, holistic perspective and integrating the cosmic wisdom out of it. So you are not in a rush to jump into a new relationship. You're sort of like integrating the past. And even if you were involved with someone, it would be like those little echoes of the past where you're like, oh, I know what this one is about. So good on you. A lot of contemplation and a lot of wisdom coming from this for you. And I think you know the answer to this reading. Really personal. And you're not in a rush. You are really not waiting for any miracles. You are just experiencing, feeling, being really grounded, and you know what you don't want now, which is like half of the job done. Love it. So how would you recognize that you're making steps in the right direction to the right person? How would you recognize this right person if they pop up? What would that be for you? 4 of Swords, King of Pentacles, reverse, Page of Cups, 4 of Cups. Okay, so after a long rest, not doing this whole dating thing at all, there will be this like sense of like, or maybe there will be people and they will be offering you things, but you will not be responding to that. After doing that for a while, or maybe not doing anything at all, they will be this really sturdy person in the King of Pentacles sort of energy. But will there be trust from your end, I feel? Because I think here it's not like someone will be sweeping you off your feet. It will be more like something innocent, like, oh, how about we go to the movies, or like something just like it's not going to make sense because this person is going to come across as like this sturdy and all materialistic and just kind of stuck in their ways, but they will be offering something really fun and innocent, and they will be giving off this cognitive dissonance to you, and you'll be like, hang on a second, there's a break in the pattern here. But it will also be really mild, so you'll have to be really fine-tuned to that. It's not going to be like, like a solar eclipse. The whole thing goes dark and then it goes light again, a big change in the environment. These are like subtle signals, something innocent, something friendly, and perhaps both of you don't even expect anything to come out of this. It's just more like, on a way of imagination, something just like light colors, watercolors. You must have been really, really done with the whole resting and not doing. No action is also like it's a form of action. And here you would have to do this dance, like testing the waters, but doing it so carefully, and the other person would be doing the same. Very careful, very like subdued and innocent, and a bit like schoolgirl vibes. Interesting. It's like sort of like a polar bears are dancing in a High School Musical. You have to melt the ice a bit. Well, that's the reading for option 2. I appreciate you being here, and if this resonated, let me know in the comments, and subscribe and like and share if you feel like someone else might benefit from this video. I'm stoked to be producing more videos like this, and look forward to see you in the next one. Thank you. Last but not least, option number 3. What's happening with you? Why the hell are you still single? Let's dive in. So, the High Priestess. I would suggest here we have a total lack of any. The cards fell down. Total mystery. The path is closed. Wow. And the High Priestess is something serious. Maybe you don't want to be in a partnership. Maybe you feel like you haven't found anyone who really deeply understands you, deserves to enter your space. Or could be, on the other hand, whether you are somewhere subconsciously feeling like you are not ready or deserving to pass through these gates. Let's see. 6 of Cups. The Empress reverse. 10 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles. I see now. So it was a lot, and then it was nothing. It was a lot, and then it was nothing. The past. Yeah. I have a feeling that you had a very serious relationship, sort of like husband and wife's vibes here. And there's maybe even children involved, like pretty much just some sort of family unit that went into the into this feeling of like the walls of this warm house have fallen down, and then the wind sort of took everything away. So, well, yeah, that's why you feel like you had a lot, and now what is happening now? Now it's like from one door to the next. Where is your home? You whether want, like, let's say you haven't had a serious relationship like ever, and there's no past that's dragging you back. You feel like the bare minimum you want is to have like a family unit with someone, and you don't even want to start anything. Sort of you want to skip the steps to go straight into the nitty-gritty, full-on marriage type sort of thing. And you've been preserving yourself for it. Okay. So, okay, well, let's see what would be your ideal situation. Your ideal scenario. Nine of Pentacles, reverse. A Queen of Wands, reverse. Ace of Pentacles, reverse. Yeah, Two of Cups. You don't want to settle for anything less, okay? You, whether had already tasted the full buffet and now you're like, nah, I'm not doing any takeaways, you know? Or you have this innate subconscious program, this knowledge that you are here to experience the love from A to Z and you are not going to settle for anything less. With the Two of Cups, I have good news for you. That person is out there, okay? They are there and you are not doing the High Priestess for no reason. There's only that just one special person that has the key, and that's the door that I have to open. And good luck, you kind of like sort of trusting the source in the perfect outcome. You're very optimistic, but also very subtle in how you approach this thing. You're not throwing yourself out like on other people out there. You're just showing them the shine that you have, your light, in a particular measure, so that they understand and have a vision of what a gift you are, and they pursue you. And they also do it in a subtle way. Maybe in the past you have someone being a bit too headstrong and the whole thing just like, overburned. You want a fine balance between action and perception. Giving and receiving, right? So what you've been getting, that's your ideal scenario. And what you've been getting, what you've been getting. What you've been getting. Five of Cups reverse. Six of Wands. Knight of Cups. Page of Wands. You've been getting disappointment through lack of character. You've been getting someone trying to win you over, but they're pulling out these silly tricks you've seen them before. Nothing really worth of. It's not Cirque du Soleil, in Vegas. No, it's just a street gang trying to do a little dance in the crooked mirror. And you're like, okay, yeah, thanks. But you would still feel sad, like, damn it, like, am I being unrealistic here, sort of thing? Because your ideas are lofty, but you want, like, I mean, even if you get lofty ideas, like someone like is really doing the bougie stuff on you, inviting you to these cool places and being all creative and innovative and sparks your interest, you see it on a different scale. And that's why they can't win you over. And you feel, can I really win here? Like, why do I have, why there's no substance here? I want substance. I want something real, not just flexing the muscles, Okay. And how are you gonna know that you're going in the right direction? What would be that hint? How would you recognize that right situation, that right person? How would you know? How would you know that this is it? That is that special someone. Three of Wands, Eight of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, the World reverse. When you will finally let go of the idea of this ideal love, and you will work with what you have, but by not losing the sight of what you once wanted. You would have to let this thing burn through you, and the fire has to be the white ash everywhere, like white snow. And then it will give you this space to explore new living, breathing things that are actually inspiring you rather than daunting on you, something that is just you just don't want to wait, you don't want to believe, you don't want to come back to the same scenario. You want to have new scenario by accepting the past is in the past, and all you have right now is your ability to do things in a new way and keep it fresh and active and alert, but not like looking under the microscope, or looking so far ahead that you don't see any interactions that are happening around you, with you. So being more open to the present. The World reverse means this will finish, the cycle will finish eventually, and just focusing on the present will make the time go by faster, and the cycle will ripen, and this falling, like this fruit will fall and will give nutrients to the earth that will make this new seeds, new connections grow, and you'll be like, wow, I actually have options here. And who is that right person? It will sort of, you will recognize that this new person is something so absolutely different to what you have even pictured or had in your past experiences. Interesting. Yeah, let the cycle finish and nurture the connections. And you never know where they might lead. Good luck, number 3, and thank you so much for being here. This is the reading for you today. I appreciate your time, and if this has resonated, let me know in the comments. Let's build a community here, and please like, share, and subscribe, and I can't wait to make a new video for you and look forward to see you there. Peace. Bye.